to call our final meeting for this year to I was going to say ready. Yes. I was going to say to a close, but so take it away.
All right. Well, I've just handed up an agenda to everybody. Because this is online, maybe we should go around the rooms and introduce ourselves.
That's a terrific idea.
Okay, Suzanne Philbrick, trustee.
David Easton, attorney.
Sean O'Donnell, Chesterton Fire Department.
Jay Craig, Porter Fire Department.
Zerner Second Ford, streamer.
Calvin Schraub, board member.
Cheryl Evans, board member.
Barbara Stroud, board member.
All right. Well, the first thing on the agenda here is the approval of the
Fire chief.
This was your late bill, and they were kind enough to hold it for us.
Yeah. They okay, so let's use these.
They figured they're getting their money one way or another.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should get my
So
glasses.
this is, Chesterton Fire Department has presented us with an expenditure for, and I will let you describe it.
This is our ESO invoice, which is our fire reporting software. And this is what the township has been paying for us previously when it was ERS. And this does everything, has our incidents, our inspections. It's how we get our numbers up. Chief Craig has the same software too. When we ask for numbers at the end of the year, the trustee asks us for our runs. That's how numbers are generated from this report. And our inspections and activities and a lot of different other things we can do with this, personnel management and that. So I'm requesting for the township to pay $6,949.55 for another year subscription to ESO.
And you guys are really happy with this program?
Yes, I mean, there's numerous programs out there. Everything has some ups and downs. I think
Yeah.
Chief will agree, but definitely.
I don't want to change again,
Yeah.
that's for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I'm 100% happy with it,
Right.
but I'm more happy than I want to change to something else and go through all that work again.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But it gives you what you need from it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you the obvious question. The previous years, the bill was like $1,600, and now it's $6,900. So what do you get that's extra?
If you remember last year when Chief Craig first switched over, this was bought out. So everybody had a flat rate at one time. We were all kind of paying the same. And then when the new company bought them out, came up with like, well, this department, depending on your size and that, we're going to be the fee changes and that. So based on our sizes, we're a little bit different, more than what Chief will be because this department's a little bit smaller. So,
And the old program is not available anymore.
correct.
They let us stay on it until,
December, January.
well, technically, originally we needed to switch by the 1st of this year. They ended up pushing it back a year officially, because they're changing the required reporting. And the old program wasn't going to do the updates to have the new required programming. So that new required programming starts January 1 now. So we had to switch no matter what. It ended up getting delayed a year. I don't remember why it ended up getting delayed a year, but that's why we pushed it last year, because it was supposed to start this year or mid this year or something,
Yeah.
and they pushed it back to January. So we had to switch, because that program's obsolete now, and everybody else is this price.
Yeah.
So this was the easiest transition. They imported all of our reports, so we didn't have to download them all or print them all. They downloaded, so we still have access to all of that information. So,
They had a training too, didn't they, or something
oh, we
like
did
that?
tons of training, man.
Yeah.
So many online.
No, so.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
The quantities that they have. Fire is in ESO, fire is in inspections, everything's 1,500. Where do they get that number from? What's it on the first page?
Right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they come up with all their numbers. I don't remember if that was based off of reporting or what, but that's the CAD integration. These are our fire incidents. When we originally had to turn over and migrate over to the newer system. I forget exactly how, it tells you my employees is 18, so it was all based on the numbers of stuff that we had
Okay, I
And
understand
everything
that.
is a module. So the
Yeah.
old program, everything was one. You paid one price, you got everything. Now everything's a module, so you get a reporting module.
Well, I just thought it was
And-
strange that everything was 1,500.
Yeah, because you're paying, each module is that $1,500
Yeah.
that you're getting.
And then at the bottom, like it says, personnel manager, I have 18 employees. So it went
Yeah.
off of,
Yeah, and everything, they get their pricing from your call volume and your amount of employees.
Well,
So
I
is the
understand,
1,500
I
call
understand that, but the quantity, the 1,500, should it be 1,500 for all of them? Or is that just the number that they've come up with?
I can't,
That's his call
Yeah.
volume. 1,500 is his
Top
average
there.
call volume.
Is
That's what, his average emergency run volume. That's how many calls they average a year for fire calls.
Okay. So 1,500 is an average.
yes.
So are you going to be on a cycle from November 1st to November 1st? Or?
No, my cycle will still, well, I don't know that once we changed it, so I'll have to find that out to make sure, because we were, my cycle started, was back in the summer, and then we had already had the meeting when I finally got an invoice from them. Because remember, you went through it
Yeah.
Yeah.
before, so I will have to try to, it's trying to work with them to make sure my cycle meets.
Okay, but
we
your
got a meeting.
cycle starts somewhere in the summer?
Yeah, his starts later than ours.
When does your cycle start?
Mine is still on schedule with what we used to be, so we have to pay our invoice by June 1st.
Okay.
So that first meeting, or I think we have a May meeting we usually get it for.
Yeah, they usually May
And then,
meeting.
yeah, mine resets July 1st. So we usually get it the May meeting. When I did mine, we paid for donations for the first 6 months. Actually, almost the first full year outside of the 1,500 you paid for. We spent some donation money on it to try it out. Basically guinea pig it for both us and Chesterton to make sure it was a good switch. So we could stay on that rotation and we have to come back to you. I didn't want to come back and be like, hey, I want $5,000 to try something, so.
So yours is going to be probably a little less than this, but it'll be something like this.
Well, next year it'll probably be about that, because they do about a 4% 4 to 5% increase every year. So mine will be probably close to that. Actually, it might have been, because our only main difference is 500 calls. So, because I have just as many personnel and I'm running 900 calls a year, so. So mine will be probably close to that. I think it was.
I was 69.
I think I was at 59.
For sure
so.
we don't even.
I think I was like at 60-something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, but yeah, we'll be. I'll have mine at the May meeting,
Okay.
and they're pretty good if we reach out to them.
So they don't mind being paid ahead of time.
Right.
So you could it's possible you could arrange with them so that we could approve it in our September meeting.
Yes.
And then they could just get paid, they wouldn't have to wait till December.
Yeah, I remember last year we were having that issue, I think, with invoices, and
Yeah.
Jay and I had to work with that gentleman, Tyler, I believe his name was, to get our invoices and everything, so I could get one done, and then when we, as the switchover was occurring.
Okay.
Well, if no more questions, I guess, can I have a motion to approve this invoice?
I make a motion that we approve the invoice for the ESO in the amount of $6,949.55.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So I'll get this check out tomorrow.
Okay, you want the invoice?
I'll put like 2 invoices. Now you gentlemen are welcome to stay.
I have one thing,
Okay?
just a request.
Uh-oh.
No money.
Hey, then go
Well,
ahead.
kind of. It kind of regards money. I know. After the first year, we send you our call numbers, and then
Yeah.
you draft that contract. Is there a chance before you draft it and approve it, we could get it to our attorney? I can send it if I can find it. Last year he had a couple requested like verbiage changes.
Okay.
I think our name and things like that he wanted changed, but you guys had already approved it. So he wasn't going to push the topic, but I
Well,
keep getting
I'll tell you what
reminded.
I can do is I can send the old one. It'll be just the same. The numbers will change.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he.
So and then because we don't approve. They don't. The
Right,
board
until
doesn't
you-
approve it
yeah.
until after you two have approved the numbers.
It goes to
Right,
quarter
but
first,
then,
doesn't
but
it?
then well, how it usually works, or how it worked, is we give you the numbers, you give us the cost, we say okay, and then you send us the signed contract, and then the town signs it and gives it back to you. So we already had the signed contract, so he didn't want to push it since you already signed it.
Rings are-
Okay, but what I'm
So-
suggesting is that I
thinking
can, if I sent you the old contract, it would be just the same.
Right, I'll have and I might even have the email, the requested changes, if I do, I'll send that
Sure,
to you,
sure,
but I
sure.
just wanted to make sure I told you, explained it in
Because
person.
it sounds like it'd be administrative, I mean, just.
Yeah, I think it was
clerical.
name changes, like changing it to Town of Porter, and because they're really picky because our volunteer incorporated side of things and the town side of
No, I
things.
get it.
They get
She's
really
attorney,
goofy on.
she gets it.
Yeah, they get really goofy on the verbiage, and we have a new attorney, so he's kind of
Who's your new attorney?
Willoughby. He's really good. I really like this guy. So I was gonna send you his contact information when I saw our unfortunate news.
Yeah.
Somebody's running away from us.
I know, if he gets out the room.
if we let him.
That's
But-
true, we could keep him here.
But what is his last name? Oh, it's in my other email. But he's involved in a lot of municipalities. I think he's a really down to earth guy, and he's really good at explaining things. I really like how he gets involved in discussions, which we really haven't had that in the town side of things before. We just had the attorney sit there, and he actually kind of gets involved in recommendations, which is nice.
Okay, well, you can
But-
email it to me.
Yeah, I'll send you his contact.
And you gentlemen are welcome to stay for our meeting.
My kid's at home, so I'm gonna go enjoy that.
All right, good to see you guys.
Thank you
Good to
guys.
see you guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Take care.
Christmas.
Everybody enjoy.
I didn't bring up any of the minutes or anything.
Alrighty,
Well,
so,
You're secretary, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
here are the minutes from last time.
Thank you.
David, here's a copy.
Oh, this is my copy.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, okay, I took hers then.
I know it's Calvin.
Got it, all right.
Okay.
So,
I was just watching the dates on there too.
yeah,
I just, on the, what we just approved. Did you see on the second page here, Suzanne? Please give them a check.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about the
Don't,
minutes?
yeah, don't give them a direct card payment, you pay 3%.
I mean, I'm not following what you're saying.
At the bottom of the second page of the ESO.
Yeah, for their payments, if you do it.
The payment.
Yeah.
For
If you pay
pay
online.
via online bank transfer, direct
Okay, I'm
bank
not seeing
transfer.
this.
The blue.
No, not on the
The
ESO.
ESO invoice.
In the ESO.
Although, do you just cut a check then, I'm assuming, or do you pay that online?
No, I don't pay it online. I send them a check.
Should be fine then.
Well, see, the second one, you wanna make sure you pay them a check. They got online.
Well, I'm gonna send them a check, and if they don't like it, then they can talk.
That's
to me
fine,
and-
because they got the please send payments too.
No, what
No,
is it?
up above they have a check box address, so,
Yeah, you're okay.
the second little listed, like, there's a check remittance lockbox address, that's fine
Yes.
for you.
At the top.
Barb, can I have that copy of the minutes?
Sure.
Here's the-
Because that one's from April, and I was kind of April of last.
Oh, yeah,
Well, it's
yeah,
April of
yeah,
last year. I'm like reading them, I was like, what? That's not.
So my plan is just to send them a check and
That's fine.
all right.
oh, I was at town council when they received your check for the roads, and they were very happy.
No, wait, oh, you're talking about the memorandum.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about Burns Harbor.
No, I'm talking about Dune Acres.
Because I haven't received it back.
Well, it was the
I will.
memorandum, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right, so
so-
they are gonna accept, well, we'll
Oh,
get to
yeah,
that.
no, they signed it.
I never got it back.
Okay, well,
When did they
Oh,
sign
I
it?
have two of them.
well, let's see, our town council meeting it was a week ago or two. They should have gotten it
Well,
to
I
you.
haven't received anything. So anyway, so you just let them know that I haven't received it. All right.
All right, I can bang on them if you want.
So
or-
let's, but right now we're on the minutes.
Okay, well, we're rereading them, so I'm
Okay.
giving everybody a minute
Okay.
here to read, because
'Cause
I
we'll
haven't
get-
read
We'll
them.
get to that.
Again, when we go a couple months without a meeting, I kind of forget that any of this actually happened.
You wrote that.
And I wrote it too. And I'm like, oh wow, we talked about that, and we talked about that. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, back in
Yeah,
September.
right.
So
Yeah, I had a chance to read it all. You had a chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, no,
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the September 24th, 2025 meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Damn,
Moving right along.
moving right along. Nepotism.
Okay, can we, can I get a couple?
Oh,
more copies?
sure, I'm sorry about that, I didn't think.
Oh, here's one I'll tell you.
'Cause I have to update
My apologies.
Suzanne, can I borrow a pen? Oh, thank you. I just didn't even have time to go home and get my stuff.
Can we sign? And I'll swap it. There we go. And you need 2 or 3?
I'd like to have 2 if I could, please.
2.
Here's one.
And there's another.
Then, well, now we move on to the
that an extra
certification.
No, that's from last year.
Oh,
That was,
oh,
the one
okay.
that was the one I started reading, and I got really confused.
Oh, yeah, this has, I checked this out because David sent us, David's law firm sent us a bill for $2,600, whereas, his salary was approved for $3,200, so I wrote the check for $3,200.
I'll get you a correct.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So, now we move on to,
The nepotism.
okay,
You just have to stop appointing your relatives to the board.
No, as employees.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Certification compliance with the NIPS. I certify that the penalty per diem not violate. Okay. So we just have to sign this.
How many copies do you?
I'd like to have
Get-
2 if I could,
okay.
please.
I have to watch what pen I'm using. Okay, here's one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, here you go.
Okay.
If I have 2, that would be great.
Yeah, she's.
I'm coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and then we move on to the contracting policy, which is basically saying that we don't have any contracts with any family members. And I don't think any of us would claim any of the others.
You don't think we would?
I don't think any of you would claim me as a family member.
But I think, it's any kind of contract though.
Yeah.
That we are not. Okay. Oops, there we go. There we go. And you need to sign this one too.
Oh, yeah, yes, I do.
Probably the last one too.
And here's the other one.
Okay, I'll sign this if anybody wants it. So
Oh.
you have,
There's another copy there.
You don't need it out.
and I gave you the contracting one, didn't I?
You gave us contracting policy and nepotism.
Yeah,
So now
okay.
you're
Oh,
under
I
a
see.
capital improvement
Okay.
plan.
Okay, let me make sure I got this.
Yep.
Nepotism, contracting.
Make sure you got all your copies.
And we got this, and where it went into my minutes. I know I have minutes here somewhere. here's, this is 27. This, okay, what,
That's
let's
that old
take a
one that
minute
keeps
here.
getting it up.
Let's just take a minute here.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Maybe an ugly ride home.
Okay, so here's the
So
ESO
order.
thing, here's the contracting, here's the nepotism, and I'm looking for the minutes, I know I have them here.
We gave you 2 copies.
Well, you had that bill from David,
There's a stack here
so
to the
maybe
left.
that got
Oh.
mixed into it.
No, this is April 17th,
Oh.
September 24th, the legal contract, now I know.
Well, we can do some more copies. If
Where'd you put it?
you can't have, hello.
No, it's not there.
And we don't have any.
No, she took them. I don't have them.
So, let me just take a moment.
Yeah,
What in the world
yep,
did I do with
yep,
them?
get them organized. Because they might be clipped behind something.
All right. What in the world? It's not here.
Here's a,
David
you
has.
looking for the minutes from last meeting?
Yeah.
Here's a blank. I don't know where they could have gone.
This is April 17th.
24th. Discovery.
Okay, I got it. Okay, it's right here. Okay, I was looking for this. Okay, so I got this,
You've got
I
them all.
got this, and I have this.
Yep,
Okay, so we're all good.
you're
Okay.
good.
Now,
Watch where she puts the stack.
okay.
Don't she better watch where she puts
Yeah.
the
All right,
stack.
now, the capital improvement thing, our budget was approved. So
Yay.
that shows that we did the capital improvement fund. Here's the 1782 notice. This is the first step to get it approved. We submitted it to the DLGF, and then they send us a 1732 notice, which tells us this is what it's going to be unless we object, and it's what we asked for. So that means that we did it right, because they would not have approved this if we
Yay.
hadn't done this right. All right, so moving on to the memorandum. Now, so far, I've received signed memorandums from the town of Burns Harbor. That's all I had. The town of Chesterton, and I'm gonna give you a copy of
What about the
this.
county of Porter County? Didn't you get Porter County?
Well, I made a mistake, it's Burns Harbor.
Oh, that's what.
Chesterton has rejected it.
Get out of here.
Why?
They want more. The surest way to make enemies is to try and divide money equally among different groups of people, because each one thinks they want more. And so we have, we were rejected by the town of Chesterton, and we were rejected by the town of Porter, because they want more.
And I asked you about, was there, a way to do that? How are you gonna do a proportion like
Well,
that?
they want, by
Like by
the
population
road-
or-
No,
road
they
square
want it by
footage?
the amount
They
of
had very
roads.
similar responses, so I imagine they somehow collaborate.
got together and,
Oh, so there's another one that Porter did the
Porter and
same?
Yeah, Porter.
Chesterton,
Oh.
and they both, I believe, are putting forth the idea that it should be based on your miles of road.
Now, how in the world do we get data on my, anyway,
Fire department guys probably have that.
well,
Is
this is the thing, is that the memorandum we sent out proposed to divide our money up, and it's like $5,600. That's the projected amount, equally among the 6 municipalities that encompass Westchester Township. Town of Porter and Town of Chesterton said that's not fair because, we have more, therefore we should get more of the money. What our memorandum is like a binding contract, and it's good until September of 2026. It's been accepted by the town of Burns Harbor, and you're telling me that it's been accepted by the town of Dune Acres. It's a done deal. And if they don't want to accept it, if the town of Chesterton and the town of Porter do not want to accept it, then we don't cut them a check, and that money just stays in the pot, and then it gets redistributed. Now, what's going to happen is, all right, step by step. In our January meeting, we are going to set aside money from the $5,600 from the capital improvement plan to the roads fund, which you set up last December. So that money is gonna go into it. And we propose to divide it equally among the municipalities. Now, if a municipality doesn't want it, then their money just sits in the pot and then it gets redistributed the next September. Next September, the board is going to come up with a new plan. The plan is only good for 1 year, and that takes up the money that accumulated the year before. So whatever money is there will be
Added to the next year's.
added to the pot. And so the township board is going to sign a new memorandum doing something else. And we certainly don't have to give it to all 6 municipalities. We can just give it to one.
Yeah, it's our choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
your
kind
choice.
of thinking like if they don't
Screw it,
want
they don't
this,
want
then,
it, then divide by 4.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll just give
that's
all of their
the-
money to someone else.
Well, exactly. I mean,
it's
because
something is better than
run
nothing. I don't know.
I appreciate what they're going for, but
miles of roads. Not how in the world am I going to get
There was only 500. What was it,
it's not a
5,000?
whole lot of money. I know, and they put that in there. They said, we understand that it's not a lot. They're modest amounts. We want them done equally from the onset.
It's a modest amount, so they want all of it. It's
No.
yeah, it's what it kind of.
So anyway, this is the thing. Before I presented it to you, the memorandum, I ran it by the State Board of Accounts.
Good.
And they said to me, there's nothing wrong with this, but you don't have to divide it up among all 6 municipalities.
right.
I mean, it could be any one project that we want, and so we're going to have to put our heads together and come up with a new project. And since Town of Chester and Town of Porter, they don't like what we've been doing. We can have the memorandum be for one municipality or however you want to do it. But it's a whole new plan. So what this memorandum that we have now is like it's a binding contract. And we have to give it to Burns Harbor, and we have to give it to the Dune Acres, where they signed it, and
Yeah, I think they did it.
Yeah.
They certainly
So-
talked with me at the meeting about it, and you have a signed copy from Burns Harbor, or no?
yes, I do, and I gave you that.
Oh, no, you gave me Porter and Chesterton.
Oh, okay,
I don't have
yes, I
any.
did, yes, I do have one.
Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that out anywhere.
Yeah, okay, here you are. This is the one
I have
from,
no desire to anger anybody, but honestly,
oh, here, I ran out of staples.
is it 2 pages? Okay.
Yeah, I mean it
I mean-
it does look like they.
They signed it. We signed it.
Yeah, so it's a binding contract, and if they don't want it, then it just stays in the pot, and it doesn't get distributed, and then that just makes the pot next year bigger.
Well, I don't know that you can do that. I think you have to distribute it. I will have to reread, and maybe our fearless attorney
Well,
has
yeah, I was
read.
gonna say,
But I think you probably have to
Like empty it.
each year. I don't
See, I
know.
would disagree with that.
Well, you've talked to State Board of Accounts. I have
Yeah.
not.
So the thing is that we have this binding contract that says that our pot is divided among 6 municipalities. If 2 of them don't want to go with it, then I can't cut them a check if they won't sign the memorandum, if they're not going to sign an agreement with us. So if I don't cut them a check, then the money stays in the pot. And I think the money
then
would...
I would, here's what I would say. Since we had said that it'd be equally divided, I would send them a notice and say that this year is determined the trustees, council decided that it would be equal amongst all the towns. If you turn it down, your money will be put back in the pot, and then next year, you will not receive any money this year.
Okay, yeah, next year, the money that's in the pot, which includes that which was rejected, plus
Right.
all the new money,
Right.
will then be divided among, according to a new plan that you have.
Now, not that you have, that we have.
Well,
There you go.
yeah,
That we have.
the township will come up with a new plan
Right,
for 2026.
correct.
And that new plan will include all the money that's from this year, plus money that's left over in the pot.
Whatever's the carryover by you rejecting it, that goes
Yeah,
back
I mean, it's a
in.
binding contract. I cannot
Correct.
redo
And
this
I understand
contract.
that.
Well,
contract.
there was some deadlines in there that, was the deadline that we had to have the memorandum? Is that what the deadline?
Memorandum has no deadline. It just says a memorandum must be done.
Okay,
There's no deadline. The deadlines for everything we did.
for the capital improvement
Yeah.
plan, that was our
There's no deadline
deadlines.
associated with this, and I mean, to the extent we get positive responses, maybe the board would reconsider a new memorandum with the positive responses, and split it between the positive responses, because we are supposed to have a memorandum for the transfer of funds from the fund established. So to me, that means probably everything in the fund needs to be in that memorandum, the amounts.
I would think
But we
so.
could go back to the positive responses and split it amongst.
So we split it
so far
amongst
we've had-
four.
Well,
Have
have
we heard
Burns
back from the
Harbor.
county?
No, I haven't heard, the only ones I've heard from are those three. Town of Porter, Town of Chester, and they rejected it. I received a response, the signed contract from Burns Harbor. You tell me, Dunes Acres signed it, so let's say that's
Yeah.
four. So that leaves, Porter County and the city of Portage, and I have not heard from those two.
Oh, I forgot Portage too, yeah, okay.
So,
So would we have to do a new memorandum?
well, no, the memorandum, the memorandum we have,
Like it's
It's
done. We
binding.
can't
It's
do it.
done.
We can't undo
I mean,
it.
as far as I'm
right, yeah,
concerned,
because
it's
it
I just wanna make
says,
sure.
in there, it's, in the memorandum,
it's
it
clear.
says, this is good until September of 2026.
So in 2026, then we can do something different.
Well, I think.
If we want to.
With the positive responses, you could always revise the memorandum with
Correct.
positive responses to distribute the funds to the positive
Uh-huh.
responses.
So if it's only, say it's three, then, or say it's two, well, of course, then we'd have to hear from the other two. We'd have to hear from the city of Portage and the county of
Well,
I
Porter.
think
Here-
if you
here's
do
my-
it as a contract, if this board changes the memorandum and gives notice that we've changed the memorandum to those, it's not still out there to be accepted any longer.
Wait a minute. This year's done.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just hyperbole here.
Mhm.
Say this year's done. We decided that it'd be equal. So you, the town of Chesterton and town of Porter, have decided you don't want to accept this amount of money. So it will go back into the pot. I wouldn't use that term, but I'm just.
Yeah,
And we have to come up with a new plan by September of how we're gonna use the money that comes back, plus the money that they turn down will be in that pot.
I don't think it works like that, like where you get to keep their money that they didn't take, I
Yeah,
guess.
I think we need.
Like it has to be emptied.
I think it has
Like
to
is
be
there
I think
empty.
is there a date that we have to?
Without
No.
checking
we
it,
send these
without
payments
rereading it.
or-
well,
There
this
is-
deferment is in effect until October 1st of 2026.
That's the memorandum date, but the statute has no date for signing a memorandum and getting a fully, agreed
Okay.
memorandum.
Yeah,
So,
I don't wanna have holdover money, I don't think that's like a good idea. I mean, the whole point is not to have these bank balances that are not distributed, this is to get money out to people.
right.
And I'm just
Well, if they turn
stunned
it-
by this Chesterton.
Yeah, if they
Porter-
turn it down, what are you gonna do?
I cannot write them a check if they want to sign a memorandum.
Right, and you can't make them
And I
take
wouldn't
it.
either.
I wouldn't
If
either.
They've clearly said no.
And I agree with Sher, you don't like the money sitting there, but I look at it this way, if the money can sit there and be redistributed come September or October, whatever we have to do, then it gets back out in the community.
I viewed this,
Uh-huh.
that all parties would have needed to sign it for it to be binding, not each individual one. signs
Oh,
it.
okay, and that could very well be.
And so I don't think we have a.
Valid
to me,
contract
a
at this-
binding memorandum, because
Okay.
all the parties to it did not sign it.
So it's not a binding memorandum.
See, I
is that
would
what you're saying?
disagree with you. Well, of course, you're the attorney, you're our attorney, but I'm thinking that we have a pot here, and the board, we've decided to divide it up into six.
Well, I think the solution because this was all new, the solution would be, in the future, you pick a municipality and you say they get $900 out of, here, so this is, you have a memorandum, we're giving you $900, here, accept that, so you have one memorandum for each municipality versus, this is one memorandum for the six of them. To me, all six needed to have signed this.
So now what do we do?
That makes sense.
Where do we
Okay,
go
so,
from here? I mean,
so what do we do?
Well, We could reformat this to be, here, you want $900, here's the memorandum for $900, not we're splitting the funds equally between these
Got it.
parties.
We do the math
Yeah,
before
we have to come
then.
up with our, I guess, do our own calculating.
We want to give Chesterton $900. Under these terms, does Chesterton accept $900? That's the communication. Not,
So so we're gonna have to do
Yeah,
six.
so they don't
individual
know
number.
that they're getting the same as anybody else. They're
not
just
necessarily.
getting,
I mean, this year
Yeah.
they would,
Yeah.
but that wouldn't be the content of the memorandum. The memorandum would be, here's how much we're giving you.
and if you don't like
Yeah, if
it,
you want
well, don't take it, and we'll give it to somebody else.
Wow. Okay, so who would I run this by? Like the State Board of Accounts?
Well, I don't.
They're not gonna give me any advice on this.
I think everybody had to sign this document for.
Okay, and based on our legal opinion, we're going forward based on our
So
expert opinion.
my
I agree.
response would be then to take the people that responded affirmatively to you, because I don't think anyone's gonna turn down more money.
No,
So go back to those people and like, here's the memorandum, here's how much you're getting, please, sign this one.
So I should have a separate memorandum for each of the 6 municipalities?
With just the dollar amounts that you're giving them.
so do you want to go back to Portage and Porter and Chesterton with just an exact dollar amount?
Well, I mean, you're our attorney.
Well, we can communicate to their attorney and see if they'll accept that or not. But like, the letters talk about the intent of the law. The intent of the law was that basically the township picks project they want to see completed for infrastructure. That's not going to be in every municipality. That was, the way the approach that they're taking, I understand it, but that's not in the statute at all. The mileage and everything. So if we think that Burns Harbor has projects that can be done and you want to put half the money in Burns Harbor and half the money in Dune Acres, then that's what the township decides to do.
Yeah, because it is ultimately, I guess, up to us how
that's-
we split it up. So, I mean, maybe we wait to see what Portage and the county, if they are a yes or no, and then maybe go from there
Well, we
Yeah.
got to get moving on this, though. I mean,
for like the January meeting, maybe, or
I can contact them and say, hey, we sent you this memorandum, what's your position on it?
is it something that I should be doing? Because is it a board decision or is it a trustee
I
decision?
think it's a trustee decision,
Is
but you
it?
have to, you approve it.
Is that, I wasn't sure about this, no?
Well, the memorandum
Well,
would
you-
be something that the board approves, but I mean,
Okay.
Suzanne as the executive could maybe
That's fine.
talk to the other executives.
That's
about
fine. I don't need
What-
any
what
extra
we need to
work
get
on my
this done.
plate. I just didn't know.
Yeah, you don't,
Well, I know some of these people.
I know, but you're still a board member.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Okay.
think the executive can go do something, which is
Okay.
what the executive does.
All right.
And so you want to communicate to Portage and the county of, where does this stand?
Okay, so you're suggesting that I contact the city of Portage and the county of Porter and say, we sent you out this memorandum, what is your position on this?
Yeah.
And so that'll be information we'll have. And once we have that information, then we'll decide,
Yeah,
well, I
figure
guess
out
we
what we
go
wanna do.
Then
forward from
what we
that.
have to do, yeah.
Well, and you should contact Dune Acres, I guess, too, because you have not physically received it yet.
That's correct.
right.
Yeah, so, and Rich Hawksworth is the name.
Okay,
So, and you probably know the contacts for the other.
well, I can get them.
So that we still have the issue of then what do we do in terms of Burns Harbor and Porter, or Chesterton, sorry. Chesterton and Porter that said, no, we want more. But do we just offer them a flat amount and say we're giving you, what is the number, 600? Is that what the amount is?
It was 900.
900 divided by, or times 5, yeah.
It was like 56 divided by, 5,600 divided by 6 comes to 900.
Okay. So, do you want to present it to them again, or do we want to just give to the 4?
Well, I think what I'll do is contact the city of Portage and the county of Porter and just say, what is your position?
Yeah, I
on
think you
this?
need to get all.
Yeah, I think we need to know, yeah,
Get it all
yeah.
back in and then.
Okay.
And then
Know
we'll.
that first, and then, yeah, make kind of.
I mean, the trustee is the executive, but I want this to be, I want us all to be on the same page. I don't,
Yeah.
we're doing
Right.
this together.
Right.
Right. No, and we want to be fair. That's why we divided it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
So what I take away from all of this is that the surest way to make an enemy is to try and give money away equally
Yes,
to
apparently.
6 different organizations that are different.
You should have known better. This was your
I'm thinking to
idea.
myself, what's wrong with you?
I'd have given it to the county and said, do it.
Yeah. I think, but so this is something we can learn from. So in the September of 2026, we're going to come up with a new plan for the following year, and I think it makes sense to give it to one organization.
Well, and to Cheryl's point, the unincorporated properties, the
Yeah.
county, right?
Yeah, is that all that the county covers with this, or could they use it on any county? Because they're always screaming,
Well,
not screaming, but they're
anything-
always saying that the roads are terrible. And
Any county project in the township boundaries.
yeah,
Well, okay,
because I
now,
think like
strictly-
1050 is a
strictly
mess.
speaking, I'm
frankly.
taking this from the fire contracts. When I get their responses, we divide up the money according to how many calls in the unincorporated areas.
Right.
49, 20, 94, those are all take the unincorporated money. So those roads go through all of these all of these towns.
But I guess if we do give it to the county, they could spend it on roads that are not in our,
Yeah,
in Westchester
It
Township.
has to be the township boundaries.
has to be
since-
Okay,
Yes.
so we would have to put that stipulation if
And
we,
if it's in the memorandum.
Is it?
I
Okay.
believe, I go back.
okay.
Well, I mean, that's the statute, is that it has to be inside the township boundaries, so
Okay.
like, whoever you give this money to, and that's why it's easier for maybe, perhaps, I think Chester is wholly Chester and wholly in Westchester Township?
No, there are 4 townships that have a Justin address.
Well,
There's
actual-
Jackson, there's Liberty, there's Westchester, and
But
then there's
actual-
Pine.
But he's
Like
talking
the
city
or
limits.
town
Actually,
limits.
Chester.
I don't know where
Well,
Chesterton's
whatever,
city
yeah,
limits are.
But, yeah, I mean.
If
so
it goes into Liberty or
Whoever gets
not.
the money has to have it earmarked in a way that says that this is for Westchester
Right.
Township boundaries.
Right.
I mean, I think it's partly that the statute's a bit, maybe not the best thought out statute. But
Indeed.
Because it's requiring this cooperation between boards that, don't mean enough to, because I think ultimately Suzanne has to have some executive functioning to discuss a project with these people about what might work out, what might, and then bring that project back in terms of the memorandum. But there's no timeline on the
Okay.
memorandum.
That's
The
the only-
timeline is on moving creating the funds, identifying the capital improvement, and moving the money.
Okay, now that has to be done, we're gonna do that next
Right.
January, it's like a rainy day fund.
Oh, you didn't move it yet?
Well, no,
It
it
didn't
can't
have
be
to?
moved. It can't
We
be
have
moved
to.
until, that next January.
Okay.
So it's not the
Funds were
rainy day
created.
fund.
We identified the amount and you created the fund.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we created the
That was
fund.
the main thing.
Yes, but the
As long as
money.
we hit those
But the
deadlines.
next step here is that the money has to be transferred, just like the rainy day. You remember, we used to transfer money from, some fund, the fire Q fund or whatever, to the rainy day fund. That was a motion that was made, and then you approved it as a board. So that has to be done, that's gonna be done next January, so that amount is gonna be for the 5,600. That's the amount that's in the capital improvement plan. But then what do we do with the capital improvement plan? That's the next step. All right.
So what did we decide we're gonna do here?
I'm pretty sure we all just agreed to have, her reach out to, who's not responded yet. Because I don't think we can,
Okay, so first
Just-
call the
yeah.
non-respondents.
yeah, just get a yes or no, if they can provide that.
Or they're gonna do the same thing as
Or, yeah, or if they
board.
just send a, we don't want it thing, then, I think we just need clarity, because we can't make a decision until we know
We
for
can't make a
sure.
decision until all of them
Yeah,
respond
until we
one way
know.
or the other.
Okay,
I mean, I think that's the first step, since Suzanne has to contact the ones that haven't responded. And
okay,
then we can go from there.
Yeah,
okay.
We can't do anything.
All right, so this is then kind of
Yeah,
tabled
we'll
till our
table it.
January meeting then?
Yeah.
Do we need to have an earlier meeting in January? Because it's not till the end of the month.
I think that's fine, I think.
I think
Time-wise?
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think that's fine.
I just get nervous about deadlines.
No, I think-
Because that's when you can get in trouble.
So do you agree that we can table this until our next meeting again in January?
There is no actual timeline. on the memorandum, but I think you need to be working towards a memorandum that transfers all the funds in a year.
Okay, but it's okay to table this
Yeah. I think-
discussion until our next meeting.
Right, and as far as the letters about, the allocation, you could have picked one party and given them all the money, so there's
Yeah.
you don't have to allocate it based on anything, so if they don't wanna participate, I would move forward with those that do, at least for this year, when you evaluate it going forward with them.
So, okay, so let's just, so right now we have 3 municipalities that have agreed to it, signed it, so what we understand from, all right, so we could then redo the memorandum to divide the 5,600 among those 3.
But I think we should take our practice point lesson of just saying, town of Burns Harbor, you get,
Yes.
we're 2,700, and,
Yeah, specific amounts, not a,
give them
not a
each one
fraction.
memorandum.
Not
versus
tell them
the
that we're
combined
doing it
memorandum.
equally.
Right, yeah.
We learned this lesson,
It's on film, so they'll just watch.
but, separate the money and just say, we're gonna give you this much, it has to be used in the township boundaries. And then,
Okay.
So that in the future, it's just, a city or town look at it and say, do we wanna accept a free $800 or $1,000 or not?
Yeah,
And
because
that's their only consideration, so.
so many other townships aren't giving them a penny. They are all encumbering their money, from what I understand, through the grapevine. So
Yeah,
we actually are,
Jackson encumbered, I think, all of their funds.
Pine did, I think Liberty did, so. Because they want to build more things. They want to get a meeting house. They want to get this. They want to get a new fire station, so.
So they're just keeping it.
They're keeping it. Some of the other ones did. So we were honest and good and said, here.
Okay.
So, and I understand Porter and Chesterton's position. So I just sorry we got caught in the middle of all this. Because I get where they're coming from, but you don't want to punish
Well, I guess
them.
the next thing on our agenda then is to talk to David.
But wait, did you do the update on capital improvement plan?
Yes, I did, because of the update on that is that we did it properly because they approved our budget.
Got it.
And they would not have approved our budget if we hadn't done it properly.
Okay, and then we have resolution for interfund transfer of
Oh,
appropriation.
I'm not ready to present it to you. What that is like, it's a line item for my budget.
Okay,
I spent more on housing than I did on
I
medical
understand.
supplies. And so I'm not gonna really know that until the end of the year.
okay.
So I think maybe I'll just table that until.
Tabled for
our
next meeting.
Because then I'll have all of the hard data.
Sure. Aww.
Well, David, is there anything we can do to change your mind?
I don't think so. I think you need someone that devotes more of their practice to municipal
That makes sense.
issues. Every time I dive into this stuff, it's kind of a deep dive I have to do because it's not a huge part of my practice, and I think you need to get somebody that, it's a bigger part of their practice, to help you out. Especially, I fully anticipate the state continuing to
Do weird stuff like they've
jerk
done.
around the township statutes and budgets and everything, and so I think you need somebody that's got a bigger part of their practice involved in this.
Okay.
Well, if there's nothing that we can do to change your mind.
Well, you've been great.
Do you just need more money, or like, what is it?
No, I mean, it's just really,
Well, if we-
just not that,
It is,
it's not a huge,
No.
I deep dive and I try to, in doing the best I can do.
No, I
but
understand.
No,
Why
it's
would you
not-
spend all these
Yeah.
hours getting up to, if we're your only client in that area?
Yeah.
That totally
Yeah, it
makes
totally
sense.
makes sense.
Well, then I guess we say goodbye.
Interesting
I've
go.
enjoyed working with you all, and I'll certainly miss these times, but.
No, you won't. Be honest. No, you've been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
Well, do you have any recommendations for
I-
anybody who
I
might
know
be,
there's
or
one name
firms,
I put
or?
in the letter, I think Clay
Oh.
Patton helps out some townships and towns and things. There's a few different attorneys that do municipal work and, but.
Dune Acres Town Attorney does Center Township.
See, is that? who's
Adam Mindell.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
so I think they're out there, I just, most of my practice is in other areas, and so.
Yeah, and that, maybe that's, you just approach some of the other, like Liberty, see who they're using, or Pine or Jackson, who they're using. Because that's her decision, right? Or is that our decision? We
No,
have
the
to come.
hiring attorney is that trustee decision.
Okay, good.
But you approve the contract.
Approve the contract.
Okay.
And, yeah.
And I ran this by the State Board of Accounts, and I said, who, and they said, it's the trustee, and they quoted me the statute.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't looking for, we're not looking for work.
Yeah.
We would love to help you if you need it, but no, okay. Oh, I did want to ask you before I pick our next day of meeting. Okay, so I know back in May, you said you were gonna move, like, you did move 1,000 into the Trust Indiana.
Right.
But then you said you were gonna move.
Well, I said that I was prepared to.
Okay.
See, now this is the snag that I ran into.
And that's what I want to hear is,
Okay,
that- what do you,
All right, now,
you know.
this is a little more complicated than, I mean, I don't want to get into the weeds, but you asked me a
Right.
question, well, I'm going to have to get into the weeds.
Okay.
So the way, the Trust Indiana is a bank account, it's not an investment.
Mhm.
All right, now, in order to participate in their program, I have to have a local bank that transfer, I have to have money in a local bank, and that gets transferred to Trust Indiana, okay? Now, Trust Indiana, their requirement is that the local bank, Trust Indiana has to be able to contact a representative in the local branch, and that representative in the local branch has to verify that I have an account with them. Now, my major account is with Chase. Chase will not participate in this. Chase has an office in Ohio that deals with verification. And I've talked to the branch manager at Chase here in Chesterton. There is nobody in the Chase branch in Chesterton who is authorized to verify that I have an account there. Therefore, I had to go through the Porter Bank. Because I went over there and I talked to the Porter Bank. Trust Indiana had to have a local name of the representative from Porter Bank and a telephone number, and they had to call them and talk to them in person. Porter Bank participated in this. So all the money is in Porter. I mean, all the money that gets transferred to Trust Indiana is in Porter, the Porter Bank. Now, another feature of the Trust Indiana is that the money has to come from a particular fund. And I recall saying that I was prepared to transfer up to $20,000 from the rainy day fund. Now, the rainy day fund I'm using to pay for the fire contracts because I don't have enough money. I don't raise enough money to pay the fire contract, so I have to use the rainy day fund. I need that money. That's why I did not transfer. As I recall, I said to you, I'm prepared to transfer up to $20,000. So I transferred. I opened up the account. I transferred $1,000, and I realized that really I need the money right here in Porter Bank where I can write a check off of it. So I did not transfer it. So right now there's $1,000, and I have the. Here's the October statement. If you want,
Oh, well, okay.
so you can see I have $1,000 in there. And I think I have a.
And that's just what it pays. And in here, if you need to look. Well, again, and that'll show right there that, we've made $19 in interest just on the $1,000 alone, which you have it at Chase where you make zero. So can we use maybe a different fund? How about some of the fire cumulative?
I believe this is a trustee decision, but I want to work with you, and I'm listening to what you're telling me.
Well, I just want to
And
get more
I will certainly
money.
consider this.
Uh-huh.
But what I would have to do is I would have to set up like another sub-account with Trust Indiana so that it cannot come from the rainy day fund. Because I need that money, but perhaps I could do it from another fund. But it would have to be like another sub-account.
Does it have to be a separate sub-account? Or
Yes,
can
yes.
it just be in your records where it's coming from? It's the same bank account?
No, Trust Indiana wants you have one account at Trust Indiana that is connected with one fund in the trustee financial ledger. So if I were to, I would have to set up another sub-account that would come from another fund. And I do have, there is excess money in the Township Assistance Fund, so certainly I will consider that. But that's, okay, going back, that's why I did not transfer more.
Okay, and then I understand your point, that you investigated it. And I can ask, you know, like, when I see the clerk treasurers and stuff, and ask them if, you know, how they're doing it.
Who are you talking about?
Well, like Bonnie Hawksworth, I see
Oh.
her at every town council meeting, and, you know, and, because Dune Acres uses it, I know Jan uses it, and actually, everybody I know, you know, in the different townships that I've talked to, they use it.
Okay, now I do have a representative
Uh-huh.
at Trust Indiana. I have been in contact with that person.
Okay.
It's a lady, and we've had numerous conversations.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm telling you is based on what I
Perceive or understood.
personally
Yeah,
investigated.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of new to this.
sure.
But certainly, I want to work with the board, and I'm listening to what you say, and I will
Thank
look
you.
into it.
I appreciate that, because I just view it as we're earning nothing on that money. And, you know, instead, you know, if we can make some interest off the banks, I think that's terrific while the money sits there. So if we can figure out a way that works for you, that would be great if we could.
Well, certainly that's certainly something worthy to consider.
Yeah, thank
And I
you.
will look into it.
Thank you. Along with calling out these people from the different.
You know, this just kind of took me blindsided.
Yeah.
All of it, using township money to repair roads. I mean,
It is
No.
peculiar.
yeah. But, you know, you work with things the way they are, and,
Can I ask one question?
yeah.
Is part of the problem dealing with Chase Bank if your money was in another bank?
I think Dune Acres uses Chase too, though, so I don't think,
Well,
I
I
think they're used to
can
it.
tell you,
I don't know.
I physically went to Chase Bank, and I
Yeah.
physically talked to the branch manager. And I said to him,
Uh-huh.
I need the name and telephone number of a person here at Chase Bank who will verify that I have an account. And he said, there is nobody here who can do that. The person who does the verification it's a separate branch. I believe it's Ohio. So then I went to Trust Indiana, and I said, this is the thing that you would have to call somebody in Ohio or this other place.
Right.
And they said, Trust Indiana said, no, we won't do that. So I'm certainly open to investigating how we can do this.
Yeah,
but
because
that's-
obviously all these other communities have done it, so.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, no, I know.
This
That's
is
what
my
they
personal
told you.
information.
You may have gotten some bad info from.
Well, I talked to the man who held
Yeah.
himself out to be the branch manager.
Yeah,
So, but, you know, all
The
of this is,
reason I asked the
all of this is a
question-
work in progress, and we will look into it, and I
Thanks.
agree that what we all want is what's best for the township.
yeah,
Oh, sure.
and that's exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the reason I asked the question, because I've had other people who
Oh.
are dealing with Chase have not been real happy.
No, I pulled my accounts out of there so recently.
Yeah, I mean, you
So,
know.
they made me mad. So I get it.
Problem,
Well,
but who knows? I just went.
Yeah, yeah. it was just, I mean, it seemed like a simple process to open up an account with Trust Indiana. It turned out to be,
A nightmare.
well, no, not a nightmare, but it was just complicated, all these rules, and nobody wanted to play ball with me. And,
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, we all want what's best for the township, and so
We do.
this is a work in progress.
Thank you. Okay, so unless there's anything else anybody needs.
Oh, can we pick our next meeting?
Oh, yeah, that's why I have my
We had
calendar.
January 28th, is that still a good meeting?
January 28th is our next meeting.
That's what we had tentatively
Yeah.
agreed
Yeah.
to last meeting. So anybody? No, it's
No.
the day before that something comes up that you go,
No,
oh,
it should- No, it should still be good.
should be good. Okay.
Okay, so that's at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, the 28th of January. And I will be presenting to you the annual report at that time. And also, I will have done some legwork on communicating with regarding the memorandum and just find out where they are on it.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Definitely.
But I think the one thing we want is, if we have a new memorandum, like in the year 2026, why not just give it to one municipality, trying to divide it up as
Yeah,
something else?
if we, even if we just rotate it every year, just,
That might be a little more fair, but that's why I thought of the county, because county covers everybody,
Yeah.
you know, so, you know, gosh, why did they have to make that hard for us?
That's what they do.
They do. So, any other matters? No? Okay, then, gonna
Suzanne,
adjourn the meeting?
Okay, and David,
Done.
thank you very much for your service.
Yeah.
yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah, so we'll have a new guy come
Well,
January?
I'm gonna look into it.
Well, yeah, you probably don't have to have
Pass that on to me.
somebody in place here.
Here goes David.
Oh, thank
Okay, oh,
you.
Barb made this?
You are so wonderful.
Calvin
Thank you very
and,
much.
okay, what's the man's name? No.
Zerno.
Z is fine.
Z.
Oh, here, this is for you.
Thank you.
She
Thank you
makes
so much.
these.
Appreciate it. Thank you so
She
much. That's
thinks you
great.
need some candy.
I can always.
You're not
use some
sweet
candy.
enough.
Yeah, he's gonna be fingers like that on the keyboard after the chocolate.
Are we officially adjourned yet?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So I'd like to officially adjourn. Do we have to have a motion or vote?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I will second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
David, just one more.